Are we rolling?
We're on.
Everything's recording.
Yeah.
Because our first podcast, dude, we didn't record anything for like
Yeah, we did it twice.
That's what I'd do.
Yeah.
Bro, the first
did-
one.
That looks like it's recording.
half an hour in, and then we forgot to start recording, and we're like, fuck, we gotta redo
We
all
just,
this.
let's not do that again.
Yeah.
Because then, like, once you talk about something once, it's like,
Yeah, you can't talk about it again.
yeah, it's like, you can, but then it's just
It's
like
not the
not
same.
legit.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Before the Blow Up. We are here with Fletch today. This is episode, 17?
17.
Yeah, how you going, mate?
Pretty good. Better than ever.
Better
Come
than ever.
on. Awesome. We'll get straight into it. We'll start like right at the beginning. What actually got you into riding, and why was it slopestyle instead of any other discipline? Like, what drew you to that?
Oh, I started when I was like 14, I reckon. And I actually started riding because just up the road from where I live here, there's like Manly Dam. It's pretty huge. Like, I'd say one of Sydney's biggest, like just beginner trail networks. And I got into that through my neighbour. And then I just kept riding that. And then I got like some old Santa Cruz, and I was just like, oh, sick. So I was right into like enduro and trail riding first
Oh,
for
true.
probably like 2 years. And then I got my first dirt jumper. Or I actually borrowed one of my brother's mates, and I just like flogged that thing. And I was like, Dad, I need one of these for Christmas. So I got a dirt jump for Christmas. And then I don't know, I just fucking love jumping.
Love that.
Yeah.
What's the local jump spot around here?
There's Red Hill.
Yeah.
Red Hill like is the main one, and then there's just other spots that we'd build and just ride and session. But yeah, mainly Red Hill.
Is there a good scene around here for dirt jumping? Like, do you
Yeah.
think that
Yeah, 'cause
really
there
played
was,
a big part?
Yeah, there was Big Air as well. You know, Big Air.
The
bike
indoor
park. Yeah.
skate park, yeah.
Yeah, so there was that, and that was like that brought everyone together so much.
Yeah.
And Red Hill, but I don't know. I feel like ever since Big Air burnt down, and ever since that burnt down, because that brought so many kids into it. Like that was like every night there'd be like 30 kids there. Everyone was mates, just sessioning. Like kids from like 8 to like 30-year-olds. Everyone was just mates, just riding, having a good time.
Yeah.
And then that burnt down, like maybe a year and a half ago.
Damn.
How did it burn down? Like, what?
It started with a fire in the mechanic shop, like 2 warehouses away. So it didn't actually burn down, but
So it like had a whole street fire.
yeah, it was like in a big warehouse compound, and the mechanic place burnt down, and then the whole gymnastics place next to that, and then Big Air was next to that, and that wall
Which is
got
like,
trashed.
Yeah, I was gonna say like burn up the side of the building.
Yeah, it burnt the side, and we were told, we were like, oh yeah, it's just going to be closed for like 6 months till they rebuild the wall, and then they said, nah, it's just not reopening. The whole place has to get knocked down.
Fair dinkum.
Damn.
Yeah, and then I don't know. Since then, like all those kids just stopped riding. Now they're all into like fishing or whatever.
Fishing, tradie, start
yeah,
work.
yeah,
Start
exactly.
right, get on misses.
Yeah, there's still like a big scene, but it's more like the scene's gone back to the guys who it was before.
Yeah.
It blew up through COVID and stuff.
Back like digging and stuff rather than hanging out
Yeah,
the skato.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, crazy. So, Red Hill,
yeah.
we'll take you back there. Hate to do it, but
Nah, I love going back there. I don't know why, but I love talking about it.
I mean, I feel like it's better than not wanting to talk about it. Like,
Yeah,
I feel
exactly.
Like it's like, it's at least you're not like obviously it's happened to you, but you're not like victimized by it. I think that you've made the best out of a bad situation.
Yeah.
And it's like one of them things. But I'd seen your HSC documentary. I think it's like, it was like as a videographer and as like someone that loves like the storyline of things, bro. I watched that. I was like, damn, that's quality. It was like everything about it, and you got someone into act as you.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I
one
was
of my
like,
good
yeah,
mates,
bro. It was so good. It was really well put together.
Yeah,
What
thank
actually
you.
like happened that day? Like, walk us through it.
Well, we'd been building the jump that I crashed on for like maybe 3 months.
Oh, you built it.
Yeah, it was like, because Big Air burnt down, and then we were like, we need something to ride, and we wanted a big trick jump, so we were like, we'll build like a 12-foot lip and like a huge landing. So we're building that for like 3 months, and then
who helped you build it? Who was on the job site?
like a few of my close mates, Finn Jarrett, and then Leroy did a bit, Leroy Leslie, Jaden Wilson, Tom
Oh,
Wrigley.
I'm good mates with Jada.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom Wrigley. There was Ted Oakley. He's one of the slope riders.
Yeah.
I don't know, there was a whole bunch of us, but so we were building that for like 3 months, and then it was a Saturday. We went up there and we were like, oh, we can get it done this weekend. So we were like stacking all day that Saturday, and then there was this huge long and low setup jump,
Yeah.
and everyone was like, it's not going to work, not a chance. And me and like our close boys who were mainly building, we were like, nah, it's gonna
Like
work.
too big or too small? Like
Well-
what was the about it?
A few people were saying it's way too big, like you're not gonna clear it. And then a few people were saying it's way too small, you won't get enough speed for the 12-foot jump.
Yeah, right.
And then, yeah,
There's
I don't
nothing
know.
worse than that.
Yeah.
Guinea pigging when someone's saying the thing and then someone's saying like a polar opposite
Yeah,
thing.
I don't know. But in my gut, me and Ted, we were like, oh, it's gonna work. We kind of, I don't know, we just trusted it.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so then that Saturday, Tom Wrigley hit it first, that setup jump, and he got it perfect. And we were like, fuck yeah. And then we didn't actually hit the green one yet. We called it the green jump because we painted the lip green.
Yeah.
We didn't hit the huge trick jump yet. And then the Sunday we came back and we were like, oh, this is on. So we were shoveling till like 12 that day. And then we were like, yeah, huge session in the Arvo, put it on the Insta stories, like everyone get down here, this jump's going to be running.
Yeah.
And then I had done double flips at Dane Phelps. You know Dane?
Nah, dang.
Just the slope kid, he's like next level.
True.
He's from up in Brisbane. He's got like not Brisbane, like far north Queensland. He's got a huge like airbag set up in his backyard.
That's
True.
mad.
And I know I actually learnt double flips at Big Air to the flat bag maybe like a year before my accident. And then I went to Dane's, did them there. And I was like, oh, I'm building this jump to do one.
To do a double flip. Yeah.
So I don't know, I did like probably 10, 15 just straight backies on that green jump. And I was like, oh, this is it. This is going to work.
Yeah.
Little did I know. But yeah, so that was sweet. Like I was like, yeah, I've got this. All the boys were like, yeah, there's heaps of airtime. So I dropped in, pulled for the first one, double, and I kept like basically landing them. I probably need like a tiny bit more rotation. Like I was landing on both wheels, but I was just washing out.
Oh, like over the front, like riding the bars
Yeah,
out. Yeah.
Or not even, just like it was still sandy, so I was like washing out, and like a few of them I wasn't rotating, like I was rotating like that, not enough, and I was kind of sitting on the bars and getting flipped over.
Yeah.
And then I did one, and I just didn't pull hard enough at all, and I just did one of the flips, trucked my bike, and then slowed my rotation down enough, landed on my back.
No.
And I was like, sweet, this one's fine. And I got up, I was a bit winded. I was like, oh shit. And I was just pumped with adrenaline. Went up, went to do another, like did the same thing, two, just like washed out again. And then went up to do another, and I did the same thing as the one where I chucked my bike. And I just couldn't slow myself down enough. And I just like landed like on my top half and just like my neck and my head. And my knees smashed into my head. And straight away I was like, fuck. Couldn't feel anything. I was like, you can see him grabbing my legs. I'm like, what's going on?
You said in your doco, you like in your HSC thing, you said that like time stopped. Like,
Yeah.
What was that feeling like in that moment?
In the air, I just remember I was like, oh shit. And I was just like, I'm not going to make this. Like I knew I was going to rotate too far.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I don't really remember much besides just laying on the dirt. And it was because it was the first time, like now I'm used to it. Like now I got feeling back. It's not the same feeling, but I can feel them. But at that time I had no feeling. So it felt like my legs were just still in the air, not touching anything. And I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just laying there. I was like, fuck.
Did that feeling like freak you out a bit? Or like did it get you a bit scared?
I think adrenaline. Like I don't remember being in any pain. Like I would have been. Like
Really?
I remember going there. This is fucked. Like I was just like, what is going on?
Yeah.
But then like Jaden and Wriggles were there holding my arms, and I was just like, this is fucked. But apparently I was just like talking so much shit to them as well. I was just like, I don't even know. I think it was just adrenaline.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, and so the adrenaline here, you had no pain, you just couldn't feel your legs.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think more the pain was more mental, just like
Yeah.
this is just so like fucked.
Yeah. So what was the process of like actually getting out of there then after that?
I think it took about 20 minutes for the ambos to get there, and then like there was like 5 fire trucks, 4 ambos, heaps of cop cars.
Why did they have the fireys and the coppers too?
Because it's pretty like, it's not like in the middle of nowhere. There's like a fire road probably 200 meters away.
Yeah.
But it's like all rocky. Like they could like 4 ambos probably wouldn't be able to carry me out, and they were gonna chop me out, but then they were like, it's gonna be too bumpy, the chopper ride for my spine, because they didn't want me to.
Yeah.
So I compressed my spinal cord. And yeah, they were like, we don't want it to damage it anymore. So then they were like, we'll just ambo him. So they call it the green corridor. They get like 2 cop cars at the front, 2 at the back. I'm in the middle in the ambo. and they'd turn all the lights green to the hospital.
That's
So we just
mad.
like fanged it straight there. Dad was in a cop car in front, and he's like, "Why are there no red lights?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, we turned them all green."
We turned them all green.
That's mad.
Yeah.
That's actually
mad.
sick. What was the hospital ride like? Were you like fully conscious or?
Yeah, I don't remember anything visual besides like this one ambulance lady. She was just holding my head,
Yeah.
stabilizing my head the whole time.
Yeah.
I remember I was laying on the dirt before they got me out, and I was just like, "Do I have to look up your nose this whole time?" Because I was just looking straight up, like up at her face. And then yeah, I don't remember much in that hospital ride, but Mum's told me that she was in the ambo with me, and yeah, she was like in the ambo. They kept feeling my toes, and like about half an hour in, I said I could feel my toes.
Yeah.
Alright.
And
That's
then she
good.
just like looked up and like smiled at Mum, and then
Yeah.
they were
That's
like,
good.
"That's better."
What I want to know is that like 20 minutes before the ambos came, what was that like? Do you remember anything of that?
Not really. All I remember is just holding like my two good mates, Jade and Tom's arms, and I was just like, "This is fucked." Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't really remember much. There was like Mum and Dad got there, and my brother. Well, my
Did
mum
you
didn't-
ring your parents? How did the parents
Yeah.
come on the
Oh
scene?
yeah. So I called Dad. I was like, "Oh, can I call my dad?" And I was like, "I hate freaking him out."
Yeah.
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 I
Yeah. Yeah.
hate
Yeah.
scaring him because I've crashed before. Like I did my ACL, and I just hate scaring my parents like that. So I was like, "Oh, can I call Dad?" And I was like, he was at Coles, and I was like, "Oh, Dad, I've had a bit of a crash. You might need to come up."
Just like
And I was like,
calm.
and he was like, and then he was at Audi, like about to check out.
Yeah.
and he called Mum, and he's like, "Hey, Fletch just called me. He's had a crash up at Redhill. I think you should go up. Something just didn't sound right."
Yeah.
So Mum was at home with my brother Levi and one of his mates, and they didn't have a car. They had my brother's mate's car. So my brother's mate drove them both up.
Yeah.
And they got there, and there was just ambos, and oh no, they got there before the ambos.
Oh,
And
real?
They walked in, and they just were like, "Oh shit, this isn't good."
Yeah. Like real. just
Yes.
Stomach drop shit.
Yeah,
like-
so they were there, and Mum just came straight to me. But yeah,
Has
she
your
was
mum
just-
talked about like how she feels like about the whole situation? Because I feel like
Yeah.
as from a mum, yeah, that would be like.
Yeah, I
gut-wrenching.
think she like knew she had to hold it together for me.
Yeah.
Because if I saw her like just losing it, like freaking out, getting all panicked, I'd be like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
But she just held it together. She was just holding my hand, like, "You'll be right." And I was like, "Fuck."
How was your dad with it all?
He was up there, but he's a bit more emotional.
Really?
Yeah, so he was like by my side, but he had to take a few breathers away and just
Yeah.
let it sink in, like as you would though. Like
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
fair.
I would have done the same.
Yeah.
And my brother Levi was up there, and I think he was just there, like hand above his head, just like,
How old's
"Holy
he?"
shit." He's 21.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Older. So what was it? What happened when they got you into the hospital?
I was rushed straight in. They took me for all my scans and stuff, and then Mum spoke about this. She's like this one lady when they didn't tell her, but so I was in for scan stuff, and Mum, they were in this room like this small room. They were in for like 8 hours while I was in surgery and stuff.
Yeah.
And they didn't see me from when I went for my scans to surgery.
Did
And
they just rush you straight in for surgery? They were like straight through.
Yeah, because the quicker you can. So I don't think I've said it, but I broke my T8 and T9 vertebrae.
Yeah. That's like middle of your back. Hey?
Yeah, basically like straight on my belly button is where I've lost sensation and fit movement, and yeah. So they put rods in from T6 to T11. which is
Down
like-
your spine.
Yeah, so I got rods and then 12 pins in my spine.
Far out.
So yeah, they wanted to decompress my spinal cord as quick as they could, because the longer it's compressed for, like with the broken bones, the more, well, the less likely you'll
yeah.
recover, and the less movement and feeling you'll get back.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So yeah, they did that, and then this one lady, we didn't even see her since this happened, but they went out to Mum and Dad, and she just walked out. She was apparently in all this green, and Mum was just like, she just like went like this, like shook her head, and Mum was just like, no, 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 and started crying and like suggesting like he's not going to walk again.
Yeah.
And the lady just like nodded, like, and she didn't say anything. She just like
Oh,
basically said
that's-
that without saying anything, and Mum and Dad were just like,
That's not right, eh?
Yeah.
Far
Like they
out.
shouldn't go about it like that. at
yeah, I
all.
know, yeah.
wild.
Mum was distraught after that, but yeah.
When did you find out you weren't gonna walk again?
I don't remember at all. I just
Really?
remember, I think I kind of just worked it out slowly. I'm sure someone would have, actually no, one doctor did tell me, I used to hate it when people would say you might walk again.
Oh,
I used to hate it. I don't know why, but like in hospital is the worst. Like I was just like, shut up, I don't care if I do or not.
Yeah.
And this one doctor was like, you have a 1% chance of walking again. And then I was just like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's all I really remember, someone saying that.
Yeah. How come you felt? It sounds like you almost felt like angry about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I was more like, it's happened. Like, I don't think like I can't feel my legs or move them. Like I don't think I'm gonna walk again. And when people were saying, "You got this, bro. You're gonna walk again," like everyone was messaging me, "You got this, bro." I was just like, I might, but I also might not. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Looking back, I don't know why I had that mindset in hospital. Like, probably
Yeah.
should have been like, "Yeah, fuck, I got this."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But like at the same time, in my head, I was so motivated to walk again.
Right.
But I don't know why. I just hated people saying it.
Yeah, right.
Fair enough. I
don't
guess
know.
you can kind of understand it though in a sense.
Yeah.
Were you like, oh, you don't know what the situation's
Yeah,
like, so
exactly.
what are you talking about? Yeah.
And like you could go do the exact same thing as me, and we'll like have completely different outcomes.
yeah.
Because your spinal cord, there's like thousands of nerves going through that tiny thing,
Yeah.
and like, yeah, if you damage it in like tiny bit different spot, like yeah, it'll change your whole injury.
Yeah.
Really?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I always thought it's like even if your vertebrae touches the spinal cord, it's like that's it, you're done for. But is that like not the case?
Oh, I'd like so there's like complete and incomplete, and complete just means you have no movement and no feeling. But like you can, like I'm incomplete
Yeah.
because if you look at my scans, it's like my spinal cord's pretty messed up, but it's still like together.
Yeah. So it's not
it's
like
pretty-
fully severed in half.
Yeah, and you can be complete, have no movement, no feeling, but your spinal cord will look almost perfect. So it's pretty weird out how like, yeah, it's just so luck of the draw.
It sounds like hit and miss, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
That's wild. So how long was it from surgery like into rehab? Like what's that process?
I was in surgery. So I had surgery on the Sunday night at like 5 hours. My accident happened at like 4:12 in the afternoon. And then I was in surgery at like 9 that night. And everyone's like, all the nurses were like, that's
Insane. That's
insanely
so
quick.
fast.
Yeah. So they got that. I was out of surgery. It was like a 9-hour surgery or something. And then, yeah, I was in ICU for like 8 days. Came out like the following Monday. And, in ICU, like, I don't remember much. I was on so many drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like my whole stomach shut down because like you lose all function of your bowels and bladder
Oh,
because they're muscles.
Yeah.
So my whole stomach shut down. I was like, had the biggest stomach and I couldn't eat anything. Was throwing up for like a week, but I don't remember any of it because I was on drugs.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I was looking at this clock. There was this one clock in the ICU room, and it was like a digital one. I was like, 4:51, 4:52. I was just counting to the clock, and all my mates were just going, "What is going on with this?"
Yeah.
Jeez.
But one of the social workers came in like straight after the accident.
Yeah.
And was like, the first thing you need to do is just get his mates in here and give him his phone.
Yeah.
And they like, I think getting my mates in there, they just like saw so much of what happened. Like it made them so much more comfortable. Like some of my mates who I hadn't seen in ages, they'll come and see me and they're just like, they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But like all my mates, like most of my mates had been there since like they came in on like the Monday after surgery.
Yeah.
And like they're all take the piss out of me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
But I feel like that's what you want. You don't want to like,
Yeah,
oh,
exactly,
Are you
100%.
okay? Like,
Yeah.
you don't want to be like,
Yeah, and like my
Yeah,
mates at
that's
school
about
worked out, like I get spasms, like my legs will jump. And they worked out if they kick my leg, it jumps.
No way.
So they just walk around to school smacking my legs and my legs will move.
oh, that's so
That's
gnarly.
so gnarly.
Weird, like you
Yeah.
just kick it like,
Yeah, like if I could just, and I can move it, like I can move them like a bit.
yeah,
And like I can walk in like a frame now. Like
Yeah.
I just can't balance and stuff. Like,
yeah, right.
Mm.
Like I wouldn't call it practical walking. It's more just like it helps getting a cup from like a cupboard or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can kind of like, yeah, damn.
How long was it until you could actually start doing that, have that movement and like
I
walking
moved
in
my
the frame?
toes like I think it was like 4 or 5 months straight after my accident.
Oh, damn,
Is
that
that
long.
Is that like
Yeah.
pretty quick though for a spinal injury?
Not really. I think it's like the sooner you get movement, the more movement you'll get.
Right.
So I think like some people will get it like day after, like or like
Oh,
week
wow.
after. But if you get it a day after or like couple hours after, normally you'll be able to function pretty well again. But then I've met some like guys who are quadriplegics who break their neck, and one of them like moved their finger for the first time like 9 months after. And now he can walk like fine.
Far
Oh,
He's still
wow.
like, you can tell he's had a spinal cord injury, but he can just walk with like a walker and stuff.
Yeah, you can get around.
Yeah, he only uses his chair if he's bored.
Yeah.
Did you like learn to wheelie it and stuff?
Yeah. The first time I got because I was in a power chair, like an electric one,
Oh, yeah.
for like maybe like 4 weeks. And then the first time I got in like a manual chair, like the one I'm in now, I was in the gym and I think mountain biking helped. And I was
Yeah.
just like, oh, I'm going to try to do a wheelie. And then they're like, okay, we got to get a rope behind you. And I just popped a wheelie. And then the one of the physios was holding me. She was just looking at Dad like, how can you do this?
Yeah.
What a gun.
And I think I just got the hang of it pretty quick. But yeah.
It's kind
Yeah,
of mad.
that's good. What was it like having all your mates come to the hospital? Did it like cheer you up, take like the
Yeah,
anxiousness out of it?
like
away?
at the start, it was so draining. Like they'd only
Really?
come in for half an hour and then I'd just sleep for like hours.
Yeah.
But like over a while, it was pretty. And I like made mates with all the nurses and stuff. I was up by the end of it. Like my last night, I was up like till like 4 a.m. playing cards with the night shift nurses.
Oh, that's actually mad.
And
That's
yeah,
so good.
I don't know. I met one guy in rehab. His name was Bob. He was an older guy.
Yeah.
Bob.
Yeah,
Come
and
on.
he had an accident. He opened his car boot and hit him in the head, and he fell back and broke his back. And he's like 75 or something. And I don't know. We were just like mates like the whole time because we were at North Shore together, the hospital.
Oh, yeah, I've been in there.
Yeah, and then I worked. Then I moved to Ride Rehab, which is
Yeah,
like a
okay.
spinal cord injury
Yeah.
rehab place. And he came there with me. I don't know. We just always have fun. I taught him day for it, so we'd always wheel around in his chair going day for it.
Nice.
But
That's
yeah.
actually so good.
North Shore's, like, they specialize in nerve stuff, right? I'm pretty
I
sure
think-
they do.
I don't know. I think because Northern Beach, like not many hospitals around here. It works like so. If you're north of the harbour,
Right.
you go to North Shore, and if you're south of the harbour, you go to Prince of Wales.
Right, 'cause-
like your address.
Yeah, because I, like, when I was younger, I, like, cut the nerves in my hand accidentally.
Yeah,
And,
right.
Like, I had to get, like, I got air flown to Royal North Shore. And, yeah, had to have, like, microsurgery on my nerves there. So, because I swear I heard that they, like, specialize in nerve surgery or something like that.
Yeah, I know that North Shore and Prince of Wales though they're the only two hospitals in New South Wales who have like spinal
Yeah, right.
wards, so that's why I went straight there.
Damn.
But I think they're both like the best hospitals.
Yeah, they're pretty
Yeah.
pretty quality. Like, I don't know, when I was younger, they had, like, these mad, like, these rooms where you could just go in and do what you want. I don't know what the
Yeah.
IC is like. I wasn't in there, but, like, like PlayStations and that.
Yeah, they had all card games and stuff.
Yeah,
It was
kind of in.
and the nurses were so good. Like
Yeah.
they were all so much fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, they had like Friday barbecues and like
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it was
that's
pretty
quality.
good. There's TV rooms and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
That's mad. You guys, Jaden told me that you guys didn't get kicked out,
Oh,
but
yeah.
yous moved a massive Christmas tree.
Yeah. Yeah,
What
so-
happened, dude?
So I was probably like, I was at North Shore for 3 months and I was probably like 2 months in and it was like December and they had this huge Christmas tree. It would have been like, I reckon like 10 meters tall. And I don't know, I was getting so bored. I was just causing such a ruckus at this
Yeah,
place.
you'd go crazy.
And yeah, me, Leroy and Jaden were there one night and we got up again. Oh, I was doing a few nights before getting up. I wanted to get this because my whole thing in hospital was get silly.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
I-
that's not your brand, but
yeah,
it's like,
no, it is my brand.
oh, it is your brand.
Yeah, so I got a tattoo on my leg like March 2023. And mum and dad didn't know. I don't know why I didn't tell them, but they're just so chill. And it says get silly.
Yeah.
And I don't know, every time I was riding, I was just always like, get silly, just go for it.
Yeah.
And I was dropping in for some of the double flip attempts and I was pumping this roll and I was like, get silly, and then pulling for a double. And then I was in ICU and they were like rolling me to stop pressure sores. It's like I can't move, so I'll get pressure sores on my bum and stuff. And
Yeah.
I was telling the nurse, I was like, you can't let mum and dad see this tattoo. And mum walks in one time and they're rolling me. And it's just there, and one of the nurses flicked the
the
sheet
thing.
over. And mum was like, what was that? And I was like, nothing. And then she saw it. And then she's like, why didn't you just tell us? And then, I don't know, yeah. So I wanted to put this Get Silly sign on the Christmas tree, this huge,
Like a massive
huge
get silly
10-meter
sign.
Christmas tree. And yeah. So we were getting like all these laminated posters around, like making this sign with like all stolen pens from like the cafes and stuff. And yeah, so I was pushing this tree against like the second story of the inside of the hospital. So then we'd be able to reach over.
So it was multiple stories. Like, how do you actually push a 10-meter high
Yeah,
tree?
I was getting my little front wheels at the front of my chair because there was like a metal ring around the bottom.
Yeah.
Like, kind of get, and I was like pushing as hard as I could, just like slowly move it every day. And then so I was getting.
Yeah, bit by bit.
There's a video on my Instagram, one of my hospital highlight. But yeah, so I was pushing this tree, and then one day we went to the pub. I had my first beer since my accident with Jaden and Leroy, and then we came back, and We were like, oh, I reckon tonight's the night to get this sign up there. So we were pushing the tree. I was like, we'll just go for it. Push it the whole way. Got the sign up there. Leroy was like, it was like a pretty high railing. And Leroy was like, he was like almost falling off the second story. I was holding him by his legs. Jaden was down the bottom filming. So yeah, we got the sign up, pushed it back into the middle.
Jaden would be the one filming too.
Yeah, so we pushed the tree back into the middle, and then Jaden did like an Instagram story of like the whole thing of me holding Leroy from this second story. I'm sitting in a wheelchair. Leroy's hanging off a second story balcony, and he posted it, and then I like reposted it, and then I was on weekend leave. And I came back on like a Sunday night, and the nurse was like, oh, the chief executive of the hospital wants to talk to you.
Did you just get the sign on the tree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sign was probably on the tree. It was like a big sign as well. And then all the nurses knew it was me as well, because I was sticking Get Silly stickers
They
all
probably
through the ward.
freaking frothed it.
They're all messaging me saying you got to come back and do it again this Christmas. And yeah, so the chief executives, and then they were like, oh, we've had a call from someone who saw your social media. And they've
what a snitch.
Yeah, I know. So someone saw my Instagram and complained that we were like doing dangerous activity.
Bro, what a
What a rat,
Yeah.
dude.
And then they were like,
Was the chief executive like kind of like, oh, it's kind of gangster? Or was
they
he
were pretty
like,
cruisy, but I think they had to be a bit formal.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
you gotta be, but like
Yeah.
still, what a rat.
Yeah, but then like the head manager of the spinal ward, the ward I was on, all the nurses was like, oh, she might want to like have a chat to you. Like if she does, just like be honest and like everything.
I
And
feel
I
like you can't get in trouble at a
know.
hospital. It's like, you can't get kicked out of a
Yeah.
hospital.
well, that's what I thought. And then yeah, so I rolled out and saw her, and I was like, oh, hey, and she was like, I was like, are you going to get me in trouble? And she's like, oh, no, what do they expect? You've been in here for 3 months. They should have moved you to rehab quicker. I was like, yeah, I agree. And then, like, 2 days later, they moved me to rehab.
Got you out of there.
Yeah.
I guess you can get kicked out of a hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, so what happened in rehab? How was rehab different to the hospital?
It was more hospitals, like, well, I was in North Shore for a while. Like,
Yeah.
I was there for like 3 months. Normally, should have been there for like a month and a half to 2 months.
Damn.
And that was all just like kind of learning how to do stuff. Cause like the first time sitting up without a backrest, like I was like, holy shit. It's like, it feels like you're sitting on like a yoga ball. Like it's like, I was like quickly grabbing onto I could like hardly let go.
Is it
of, like,
just,
the
is it
bench.
like hard to balance? Is it like
Yeah.
course? Is
Yeah, because
like
I lost
not
like
right?
most of my core as well.
Ah,
So it's
okay.
like, and it's just like not having the feeling of what your bum's doing, and like
Yeah.
you just like it feels like you're just floating. That's like literally what it feels like. You're just floating on a yoga ball.
Oh,
That's
man,
crazy.
I can't imagine.
Yeah,
hey.
that's
Yeah.
wild.
So gnarly.
Yeah, so like North Shore was just I guess learning like how to transfer from a seat into my chair and like all that stuff,
Yeah.
and started like that because the NDIS process
Mm.
is like a whole. That's just like a
Shit
pain
show?
In the ass, a shit show.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I started the paperwork at North Shore, but then when I moved to Ride, that's when it really started like rolling.
Yeah.
And Ride
okay.
was like getting my own chair, getting my house ready, which still isn't ready because shout out to NDIS for taking bloody a year.
Fuck, yeah.
And yeah, so getting my chair, getting like car mods, which I still don't have.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say.
NDIS, thank you.
yeah. But yeah, so that's more just getting you home.
Yeah.
Like for most people who have like live in 2-story houses, you're at Ride rehab till your house is ready for you to go home.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, for me, I don't know. I was there for like 3 months, and it was more just I had so much fun there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a lot of people have like a negative experience of staying in a hospital that long. Like we talked to Sam Hardman, he was like, it's the worst thing staying in there for like he was in there for what, like 2 months or something.
Yeah, I was in there for ages because he nearly lost his arm.
And so
Yeah, I
you're
think
saying
I
yours was like
Oh, sometimes I'm like, I wish I could go back.
really?
I don't know why. I just made it like so. I'd always have mates. All my mates would drive. I think it helped like being localish. It's like 40 minutes away from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd have like mates coming out every arvo, but sometimes I'd be like, just want to have an arvo to myself.
Yeah, for
true,
sure.
Yeah, and like I moved because there were like all the rooms were just a bed, bathroom, and like a little couch thing. But there was one room number 1, and it had like a whole kitchen, whole wardrobe, and you got to go there like when you were close to going home. And I was probably like 3 weeks in, and the guy in that room had left. So I got ChatGPT to write an email to like the head of the
Thing is like,
Oh,
I
to
want
to the head
room
of the
one.
hospital, and I was like, to why I should move into that room, and it worked.
Oh, no way.
So I got the new room. I was like cooking my own food.
That's actually
And I was just like, yeah, there was like physio every day. And
That's
like,
so good. You didn't
yeah.
have to eat crap hospital food.
Yeah, but the food there, like, it was a lot better than hospital food.
Really?
Ew.
Yeah, I've heard now it's gone back to like shit though, because they just get frozen food again. But like the chicken schnitties there, like, I don't reckon I've had a better chicken schnitty.
No way.
That's wild.
Yeah, but like I don't know, like the stews and stuff, I still didn't touch them.
Yeah, it's fair.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, damn.
Chicken, I just can't believe that, dude. Chicken
Yeah, it
snitty.
was so good. It was like crispy, like juicy. But then there was like the peas and stuff with it, and the peas weren't that good.
Peas are definitely all frozen.
Yeah, 100%. And then yeah, there was like a food court near there, so I'd just like push there every night, sneak out.
Sneak out,
Yeah.
push out. That's actually beast. That's
Yeah.
good. So, when you go to the rehab, did you stay there overnight, or were
Yeah.
you like back and forth from home? No, because NDIS.
Yeah, no, I was there. Oh, actually, so I was doing weekend stays at the time, so I'd come home here, stay Friday, Saturday night.
Oh, okay,
Over
okay.
Christmas, stay for like 4 days. But yeah, I was just there getting everything sorted, like, because there's so many different options to go to the bathroom for like to catheter to do a piss, like, because there's like I use one because you lose bladder function of your bladder.
Yeah.
So I use a self catheter, so it's just like a catheter you put in every time you go to the bathroom. Oh, the first time I did that, Jesus Christ.
Bro, I had a catheter when I lacerated my kidney, and I thought that was the worst.
Yeah, so I had one of them for like 2 months maybe, and I would just hate it. Like doing transfers and stuff, I'd always get caught in a tug and shit.
Oh.
And it was like the worst. And then they were like, there's another option you can do. You can get a little, it's called a SPC. So they're like, it's like a little hole that goes in straight to your bladder. And then you just have like basically a catheter going out of there.
Oh, so
I
you
was
don't
like-
even use your donga.
Yeah, I don't want that. Well, like I can't anyway, like to piss. So then the other option is like just to put a catheter in every single time.
Does it just not hurt anymore?
It doesn't. I don't know how to. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. It stings. It like stings a bit.
Oh.
Like every time I do it, I'm still like.
Is it quick though? Like it sounds
Oh,
like
it
it's a
takes
bit of a
longer than
process.
a normal piss. Like when I went
Yeah.
up before, I was just doing a piss and it probably took like a minute or two.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought you.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't take an
It's it's like it takes a while, but you just put this tube. Like this tube's probably like 40 centimeters long, and it goes all the way into your bladder. The first time I did it, I was in a hospital bed, and the nurse was just like, "It's all right, you'll be right." And I was like halfway, and I was like, "Fuck, I need to lay down." Or getting lightheaded. I was like getting the sweats. And then I don't know, it just got easier and easier. Now like it's still like stings a bit, but I don't know, I'm used to it
Yeah.
now.
Did you find it like a bit demoralizing, like having to do that, or having to be rolled over in bed, or
Yeah, like
have like be naked in front of people, then like
yeah, I got used to it though. Like in ICU, they were all showering me, all these nurses.
Yeah.
Like, I know, I got like definitely like the first time because I woke up from surgery and I had a catheter in.
Yeah.
Like, who touched me dick? And but I don't know. I guess slowly. I couldn't do any like I couldn't roll myself at the start just because
Yeah.
I was in so much pain from the rods and screws.
yeah.
And yeah, I just got used to it. Like the nurses were so chill as well with it. They were so used to it as well. They were just
Yeah, so
Like,
it's
what
They
else
didn't
are you
make it
gonna do as
awkward.
well? It's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You got no choice. It's like
yeah.
you have to
I
get
know. I was
used
just
to it.
joking about it as well.
Yeah, no, that's the way to go about it.
yeah, wow. Nah, that's gnarly.
What about
Yeah.
you? Gotta have like a colostomy bag or something too. Like, is it? I don't
No. So your bowels, like, I have to use this thing. It's called an enema. It's like a little syringe thing
Oh yeah.
that I have to use every time because you have to have like a certain bowel routine in the like every morning. Not I can skip a day. Like if I go camping, I'll skip a day.
Yeah.
Like I've learned to skip a day, but like yeah, every morning like I just get up and go to the bathroom and do all that stuff, have a shower, do a shit and stuff like that.
Do you like get the sensations of needing to piss then? Can you
I
still
do.
get
I'm
them?
super lucky. I do because some people don't at all. Because I have sensation, but I can feel most things, just not pain or heat.
Yeah.
So like yeah, like if you don't have sensation,
Oh, so even temperature, like you don't.
no,
you
I
say
can't
heat.
feel any temperature.
Oh.
Like I was in the shower last night and I noticed I have a blister on my leg, like a burn blister.
Yeah. Right.
And I was like, I had no idea what it's from, but yeah, I can't feel temperature or anything.
Ah, yeah, wow.
Pretty interesting.
That is interesting.
Jeez.
Alright. And so, like, you said your friends were, like, in the hospital with you all the time and that kind of thing. What was, like, I feel like obviously it would bring some sort of positivity to you. But,
Oh,
like,
100%.
what was, like, having those people and, like, even your parents or your family, what was that, like, bringing positivity
Yeah, my
to
parents
you?
were there, like, they were insane, and my brother, like, my both my parents like were like, we're not coming to work for like how Dad said I think like 3 weeks, and his work was like, oh, we don't expect you back till Christmas, and this was in September.
Oh damn, that's
So
good.
so yeah, and Mum was off work till she went back like at the start of this year, but like kind of like 1 or 2 days a week.
Yeah.
And the whole time at North Shore, they were there every single day.
Yeah.
Wow.
And at Ride, they were offering to come every day, but I feel like being around your parents every single day, all
Yeah.
day. I feel like after 3 months, I was just like, I just need some space. So
Yeah.
they started
Draining.
coming like 2 or 3 days a week.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
But they were like, yeah, that's like, we get it.
Yeah.
Fair play. Yeah.
So then I just mates coming in. Yeah, my mates would be like, they'd offer to come in. Like, I wouldn't not have anyone every day if I didn't like say I need a rest.
Yeah, for sure. And is that what the biggest like? Because you're so positive about like this. Like it's like Cruisy talking about it, happy, having a good laugh.
It's like inspiring in a way. It's like some people get so like down in the dumps about it. It's like it's almost I don't know. You're just so like positive about it, like you're saying.
I don't know. I feel like I kind of look at it like as one thing I get to experience that you guys don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
Like one extra thing I get to tick off in life that you guys
It's
don't.
like
I don't know
so
why. but-
crazy the way you think of it. Not in a bad way. It's
Yeah.
just like I can't imagine what I would be like in that situation. And like it's inspiring that you're like
Yeah,
this
I don't
way
know. I
about
feel
it.
like when I was there, like one of the psychologists was like, there's like 3 ways you can react to it. You can like just be like, this is fucked. Like be super down, like fuck this. And then you can just like have my reaction, just be like, oh well, here we are.
Yeah.
Or there's like at the start you're like, oh like yeah, this is all right, and then it starts to settle in. Like what's
Yeah.
happened. But I don't know. I just
Bro, it's a crazy
Yeah.
mindset. I've never met anyone else with that sort of perspective. It's insane.
yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where I get. Both my parents are so cool. They're so crazy. So
Yeah,
they seem
just
it,
happy.
Do you think it's like an upbringing, like why you're so healthy about it all and like
Yeah,
positive?
I'd say so.
Do you feel like you were like that before the injury anyway?
I don't know. I was always just like taking the piss anyway. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, just having a
always
laugh.
having fun. Like yeah, like when I did my ACL, I was like the same. I was just like, oh well. I didn't
Yeah.
get depressed or anything. I was just like, here we are. I was like pissed off, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it just is what it is. Eh?
yeah.
Crazy, bro. So what's now though? Like now that you're home, like what are you into now? Like what's the plan?
I just got an adaptive bike.
Back into riding.
Yeah, just back into riding. Got that probably 2 months ago.
Yeah.
So I've been riding that a fair bit. Just busy with school. So I'm finishing school as well this year. Well, I finished now, but I just got my tests coming up in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
So just finished school, and then next year I just want to work and train because I want to ride from Sydney to Perth.
Yeah.
Come
I see
on.
that.
I want to do that next year in hopefully like September. So after HSC, which is like the start of December, I'm gonna start planning all that and get training.
Yeah.
How
What?
long will that take?
Yeah. What? Run us through. Like, how the heck did you want to ride from Perth to Sydney anyway? And what's like involved in making that happen?
Yeah, I saw Ned Brockman. Do you?
Yeah, the runner.
So he ran it, and like the fastest they've ever ran it to raise money for like I think it was mental health. I saw that probably like 3-4 days into ICU, and Dad was me. I'm like, Dad, I want to ride this on an
Oh,
adaptive
3-4
bike.
days in is crazy.
Yeah,
That's-
and I don't know. We were just like, and then we used to push around the oval near North Shore.
Yeah.
And we were just pushing around there, just talking about how we'll do it. And then I don't know. Ever since I had a few thoughts, and I was like, oh, maybe I should like travel next year. But now school's actually done. I'm like, I want to do this.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it'll take. I've spoken to a few of my physios, and they don't because my shoulders are so important. Like if I wreck my shoulders, like I'm basically screwed.
Yeah.
So they were like, they don't want me to ride any more than like 40 k's a day. So it will take like 3 months, but yeah, I'm just gonna get it.
You reckon you'd be able to push that though? Like
Oh, I'm gonna do it
40
in an
Ks?
adaptive bike.
Yeah, but you reckon you do more
Yeah.
than 40
Well,
days?
I'll get like a. Oh, I reckon.
Because your shoulders would be absolute like gun.
Yeah, I
That'd
mean,
be
on a
freak.
road though, like
Cannons.
40 k's, I feel like on a flat highway. It's not always flat, but like
Yeah.
I don't know. Some days I reckon it'll be 20. Some days might be 60, just because of like hills.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
But
For sure.
I'm not gonna like say I want to get it done in this time. I'm just gonna
Yeah, okay. that's
Do
fair.
it.
aim for like 40ish a day. But yeah,
Yeah. So how do you start in Perth? How do you get your adaptive bike to Perth? Like,
you can just wheel them straight onto planes. You just like
Just
take
wheel
the
'em straight
batteries out. I think I'll ship the well, I'm not gonna. The one I have now has batteries. It's
Yeah.
an e-bike because like pedaling like a mountain bike with 3 shocks and like
Yeah.
3 wheels is just like
So
unrealistic.
heavy. Yeah.
The thing weighs like 45 kilos.
Yeah.
But like I think the ones I'll do it on, they're like they're like commuter bikes, like road sort of bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'd be like 15 kilos.
Oh, so you
and
could
like
proper
slick
hook on 'em.
tires. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that'll make it easier. So yeah, you just wheel it straight on to a plane.
Yeah.
And then I think there's this one brand that does like adaptive caravans. That
Oh,
has, like-
really?
yeah. Yeah, so there's one brand that does them. We're gonna have to hit them up next year.
Come on.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of mean.
That's mad.
Yeah.
With the riding, are you like limited with actually what tracks you can do, or those things like actually?
The one so I've got a Bowhead. It's called a Bowhead RX.
Yeah.
So that Bowhead make two. There's one that's a throttle that's more like just a normal.
Steerised
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
thing,
It's
yeah.
more just like normal bars with a throttle. So that's I guess more like. Yeah, that's more a downhill one.
Yeah.
Same travel and stuff. It's got like 100 in the back and 90 in the front or something.
Yeah, right.
And then the one I've got is like a pedal one. So you got to pedal, balance, and steer all with your arms. So it's pretty wicked to get the hang of. But yeah, it's like you can ride most tracks. Like
Yeah.
techie tracks are shit on it though.
Really?
Like because you can't like hop over rocks and like
Yeah, so you
you're not
can't
that
get a flow.
agile. Yeah, but like flow trails are so. I went up to Mogo, that new place.
Yeah, I haven't been there yet. But
Yeah, I
heard
went
it's
there to
open.
film some like because their whole thing is meant to be like adaptive.
Yeah.
I went there to film like their promotion video, and that place was like that was a proper first time I rode, and I was like, this thing is insane.
Yeah,
Like it's so much fun.
that's mad.
Yeah,
That's
so any
mad.
flow trails like Stromlo and stuff, that'll all be sick on it. But it's just like techie downhill trails, just aren't for it.
Yeah, and you're a slopestyle rider anyway.
Yeah,
so it's, like,
exactly.
all good.
Exactly.
Can you can still like you can't trick them or nothing, but you can still send big jumps.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
them?
you can hit jumps. You just need them to be well built and like kind of long and low.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
you can do a silly. I haven't done a silly yet. I've only ridden it mine on proper trails like 4 times, just because I don't have a rack yet. I'm
Yeah.
getting a rack, but yeah, the rack's just not here, and it's a mission to get around without a rack.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, because you can't just slap them on a bike rack.
Yeah, nah. Well, the rack I'm getting, it's like a single trail or shingle back.
Yeah.
And it literally, but it's electric. Like I'll just so I can go ride by myself. I can just wheel straight in and then hook 2 straps around my front wheel and press a button, and it'll just like lift the rack
Lift
up.
the whole thing.
Yeah, and I can just transfer into my chair.
That's sick.
Mm.
That actually seems like it would work all good, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it'll be mint. But I just need the rack and I can go everywhere.
For sure.
Mm.
So with that being said, like what
Yeah.
do you actually do like for work or like does this affect relationships? Like how?
Yeah, so I started work at Darko.
Yeah,
up
yeah,
at Darko,
of
because they're just up in Terry Hills. I started work there on Saturday. Or I worked at 99 anyway, 99 bikes.
Yeah.
I worked there like 2 days a week. I've worked there for like 4 years, 4 years, and I worked there 2 days a week after my accident until I got busy with school. And I was like, kind of need to lock in. And then I just recently started 1 day a week up at Darko, just on the weekends.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm doing all that, but like NDIS will cover like if I want to get a job somewhere and it's not accessible, they'll fund for it all to be changed, like add lifts, like
Really?
as
year
pain as
later,
as pain in the ass they are, like getting stuff done when they like compared to other countries, we're so lucky.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
true.
Like
yeah.
America, you get nothing.
Yeah.
Here, like
Wow.
anything injury related, their whole thing is like get you back to what you were doing.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
my bowhead, my bike, it was like 50 grand.
And they just covered it.
Yeah, they just covered that.
50
Wow.
grand?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because it's like from Canada and stuff, but yeah.
Jeez.
What's your like day to day like then?
Oh, I get up, do my morning routine, which is like an hour.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an effort, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. And then at the I finished school now, but I was going to school. But now I'll just get up, go make some food,
Yeah.
go for a ride or something, do some study. Then yeah, I don't know. I go to physio. I'm gonna start going. I was going like 1 or 2 days a week before before school finished, but
Yeah.
now school's done. I'm gonna start going like 3 days a week.
Yeah.
What sort of things do they get you to do in the physio? Are they just like
It's
trying
all
to get you to
different stuff.
move?
Yeah,
or-
because I have movement. Like it's all just like getting that movement and making it stronger and like
Yeah.
making it more capable and just like because I also have like super bad spasticity in tone, which is like I'll like if I lay down, my legs will just lock out and like no one will be able to bend them. Like I'll have to sit up and then it'll let the muscle bend them, so my quads will just like lock on. Like,
Really?
Yeah, like if you try to kick my foot down, it just like won't.
Oh yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, so like, yeah, so that's called spasticity. So it's all like learning about that and stuff. So that helps me a lot though to stand up because like as soon as I stand up, I'll just lock up and then I
Yeah.
can just. So I can't really bat like I can. my new personal best balancing is like 45 seconds standing.
Yeah.
Not
That's
holding
pretty
on to
good.
thing. But yeah, so it's all just like that, and then like walking and just like kind of, I guess it's still just working everything out and just,
Yeah.
yeah, just gaining more movement and making
Can
it
you
stronger.
get like in and out of cars? Like, because
Yeah.
I've seen people like get in and out of cars. They use like the shoulders, like pretty much
Yeah.
just muscle ups into them.
Yeah, so I can like, yeah, I can get in any car now.
Yeah.
Like, so, like huge four-wheel drives would be harder than like just your
Yeah.
regular SUV.
Yeah.
But I can still get into them, no problem.
How do you actually do that? Like, does it help
Um,
with your legs lockout? Can you use your lockout?
I use
It's
like
actually kind of
yeah,
mad. It's like
lockout, yeah.
put the lockout on.
That's gold. I'm gonna use that. But yeah, like I do a few different ways. Like my mate's got a van, and I kind of put my feet on like it's kind of got a step to get in.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
put my feet up there first, and I'll just grab with a handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just launch myself up. I kind of worked out that way recently though, and then like regular cars, I'll just like keep my feet out, put my fist like on a seat, and then I kind of just launch myself over and like land on my hand.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, so, some cars will be harder. Like if it's a high four-wheel drive, I'll turn my lockout on.
Yeah, to the lockout on.
And I'll kind of like grab onto the handle, like stand up, and then I'll lock me out. And then I'm high, so I can just kind of put my hands up and just jump into the seat.
And then you're sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Is
I'm
it
like-
harder getting out then? Because I feel like that'd be because you can't launch yourself out, or you're just like jumping onto the chair.
Yeah, I'll put my hand on the door because I like the front seat's heaps easier.
Yeah.
Because you don't have like the back wheel like cutting that part out of the door.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I kind of just put one hand on the door, one on the handle, and then just launch myself out again.
Well, is there adaptive driving?
Yeah, there is. So I'm bloody hell, NDIS right now is a hot topic in our family because I've had my car mods in to get approved for like 3 months or something stupid.
Yeah.
And like they're not going to say no. It's just waiting for them to get because it's like 10 grand or something to get my car modified. And when it is modified, it works. It's like this little Bluetooth thing that clamps onto my hand. This little lever that I push with my thumb like that.
That's mad.
So my hand's just like that, and then I just push down with my thumb. And then the brake, that's the accelerator.
Yeah.
And then the brake is on the right of the steering wheel, like down there. It's just a huge lever that you just push into brake.
Yeah, my cousin, he's like I don't know if he's paraplegic or quadriplegic.
Yeah, right.
But he's got his car full fitted out.
Yeah, sick.
He's got this mad Chrysler, bro. I don't think I told you about it. It's a fully blacked out Chrysler, and I only seen it once, but he's like got it full modded.
Yeah,
out.
that's mad.
Yeah.
That's my Jimny out the front.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it
I'm
your
just waiting.
Jimny?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I haven't driven it.
Pretty mad. Yeah.
But yeah,
Just waiting for it to go in.
yeah, exactly. I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks it'll be ready.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be mint.
That's good. So what other things is NDIS not providing?
The house mods, like I can't get up to the back without mates or my brother and my dad lifting me.
Yeah.
Just stuff like I think it is. That's all it is now. Just the house mods to get like the driveway. You would have seen the pebbles.
Yeah.
And those mats. I
Oh,
didn't have
yeah,
those
yeah.
mats for ages, and getting over those pebbles is an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just house mods and car mods really.
Yeah. And once they're all sorted, is that NDIS is out of your life for good?
Not really. Like, because I still get a huge bucket of money to go to caring.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like a lifelong thing.
I don't need any carer, but I got funded for like 5 hours of caring a day. But
Oh, come on.
well, I do need caring to be fair for my mates to drive me around and stuff.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was gonna
yeah,
say,
yeah.
you could just pay your mates.
Yeah. Well, my mates have just signed up for Mabel, the app that I use.
Yeah.
It's and they just put in hours. They'll like drive me around. They'll just put in hours. I'll get paid.
That's so gangster.
So yeah, so NDIS will still hopefully give me that funding next year because why wouldn't I want it?
Yeah, exactly.
And then what else? Like just all my like catheters because each time I piss, it's like $13 for a catheter.
Oh, what?
Your
It's
piss,
not reusable.
bro.
Yeah, but I
your
got
piss is
valuable
like gold. Piss is made of gold, dude.
Yeah, so I go through like $70 a day in catheters.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I know. So if you're in America, you're like
Oh yeah, you're
it's
cooked.
ridiculous. Like in any other country, like it's
That's
just sad.
we are complaining about NDIS, but
I know,
like
like-
compared to any other country, it's wild.
Like yeah, we're laughing. We got it so lucky.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then just like meds and stuff. And then there was a few.
Is it just like painkillers?
I'm on one thing for my bowel.
Yeah.
And one for my bladder to stop spasms in my bladder.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
my leg spasms because in hospital my bladder would just spasm and I'd just fucking piss. Because like it's just like my legs just like jumping around and like my bladder would just spasm. But I'm on meds for that now.
Yeah.
So I'm on two like meds and then I'm on just other stuff just to keep me healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then NDIS also for my chairs because I'll get a chair like every I think I'm gonna flog them.
Yeah,
I reckon
I
I'm gonna
reckon
do a
you'd
chair.
flog 'em too.
They're meant to last like 6 to 7 years apparently, but I've spoken to some guys who like I think use them pretty hard and they last them like 2 to 3. So I think
Yeah.
and the chair's like 22 grand or something.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so my chair was like
22.
22 grand.
22 grand.
Yeah.
I feel like you can make that for cheap.
Yeah, yeah, but I guess it's the demand as well.
Yeah,
They're
sure.
They need to keep their business alive, and there's not that many. Like that one is like a new brand straight out of Melbourne. It's called Rove.
Rove.
And they're like,
Plug them. We need a wheelchair sponsor.
Yeah.
Plug them.
have you seen Atherton bikes?
Yeah.
It's literally one of them in a wheelchair. So it's 3D printed titanium.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like pretty.
yeah,
cool.
so it's all 3D.
light as too.
Yeah, I was like full into because
Yeah.
I'm like I like love like I was so into like building sick bikes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And as soon as I like knew I was getting in a wheelchair, I was like, I'm gonna get a mad one. So I found this brand. I was like, that is sick. So it's all 3D printed titanium, then with carbon, and yeah, it's sick. It's so light.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah, when I
Have-
picked it up, I was like, damn. This
Yeah,
thing-
you can have a rip in it after.
Yeah, let's go.
No, we should. We might have to go over a little whirl.
Yeah, that's what my mates do. They get in. They're all good at it now. Like Leroy, he just fucking he'll wheelie for like ever.
Yeah?
Yeah, every time out of it. Some mates like, oh, can I have a go? Get out.
Get out.
Like, fuck, all right, give me a seat.
As long as they're not just like throwing you on the floor, dude. Oh. Have you tried any other sports besides like
Yeah, I've
riding,
done surfing.
basketball,
Oh,
surfing?
real?
Yeah, but it's not. It's kind of like it's just like laying down on the
Yeah,
board.
that's what
Yeah.
my cousin does. He surfs.
Is he from around here?
Coughs. He's
Oh.
not. It's my second cousin's husband, so it's
Yeah,
not
right.
really my cousin. But
Yeah, right. But yeah. So I do surfing. I've done that a few times up at Urban Surf.
Can you
Yeah.
like fully go out into the ocean with that though? Because like,
Yeah, I can, but I can because I'm lucky because I have some course, so I can kind of sit up. But
Yeah.
other guys with spinal cord injuries or girls, like they don't have their course. They're literally just like face first onto the board. So they'll need someone to paddle them and stuff.
Yeah.
But I can paddle and stuff. So I'm getting a board shaped. So
That's kinda
once I have that shaped, I think I'll be able to surf out in the ocean.
Yeah,
I think I'll
that'd be
mainly
good.
just stick to urban surf.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
it was
so
just
sick.
mad.
Yeah.
It was just mad. But how do you like I don't want to sound bad, but like, how do you swim? Like, because if you like come off,
Yeah.
like in the ocean, it's like,
Yeah, it's
How do you-
definitely harder. Like it's scary. Like when I surf, like you'll be pinned under a wave for a fair bit longer than like.
yeah.
Like I can do it, but like I can swim fine. Like I can swim by myself, but it's just a lot more work.
Yeah.
Like I get tired probably in like 30, 40 seconds of treading water.
yeah, because you can't tread water with your legs.
Yeah,
like, or
exactly.
arms.
And my legs, because of the reaction to the water, they'll just turn their lockout on.
you lock out or unwanted lockout.
yeah, fully unwanted lockout. So I'll be in the water, my legs will just be dead straight.
It's like the hydraulics have kicked in. It's like they're not working.
Yeah, fully. Yeah, so my legs will just like lock out, and then I'm just there going.
That's I guess it's like still good though that you can swim and stuff. Like
yeah.
that's sick.
Yeah. I can still do most. The one thing I've worked out that like I can't do, like I can do like basically everything except like go clubbing.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's like the one thing. Like I can go like to the pub. Like I went to Listener, which is like a festival on the weekend.
Yeah.
They have like all accessible stands. We had like the best bloody seats in the house.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like,
So yeah, so that was sick. But I think just like general clubbing, like I can't do that. But am I missing out on that?
Yeah,
one?
Yeah, you're not really.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially like Sydney.
Yeah.
It's all grim, bro. Anyway.
Yeah, like I can get planes. Like there's nothing really I can't do that doesn't have an adaptive option.
Have
Like,
you
there's-
done like basketball, wheelchair?
Yeah, I
basketball?
have done. I did that for a few weeks, maybe like 4 or 5 times.
Is that actually as hectic and rough as they say it is?
Yeah, it's sick. Like because I've never been like a team sports guy.
Yeah.
But I did. It's just like dodge 'em cars. like Leroy did it with me, and we just like ram into everyone, just like steal the ball. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to get back into that next year. Just school and stuff again. Physio, just run out of time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any other things that you like? You've tried now that like you've had the injury. It's like like a new thing that you've tried.
I wouldn't say. Oh, I want to get skiing so bad.
Oh.
Skiing?
Sit skiing looks so sick.
Wait, like on snow or water?
Like you get
Oh,
like
I've actually done water skiing as well. So I did water skiing probably in like Feb or March.
yeah.
And it's literally like this, just like it looks like a wakeboard, but you're sitting like in this like, it's kind of like a deck chair. It's just like, there's seats. Just
Oh
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
fabric.
yeah.
yeah.
It's like one of them, and you're just sitting in one of them. And yeah, that you just hold on, and you just get towed by a
kinda
boat. It's
mad.
pretty fun.
Yeah.
And then ski. I want to get into just like snow skiing as well because our family like we used to go to the snow like Japan every year because
Yeah.
Dad's like a huge snow bum.
Yeah.
So
Done ski season, ski bum back in the prime.
yeah, that was him. I actually call him Frother. That's his nickname.
Come on.
Dead set. All my mate. He's known as Frother.
No way. Like great minds think alike.
Yeah. So So I want to get. We were meant to go this season, but we just didn't run out of time again. But I want to go next season so bad. It looks like so much fun just hooking down a hill on a
Yeah.
ski.
Is it something like you sit in? Like, how does that?
Was it like skis connect to your wheelchair? Like that's what
No,
I'm
it's like
imagining.
it's literally like you're like up to like here. You're like in a ski boot. It's like you're so tight in this boot. Your legs like this, and you're almost sitting how I'm sitting now.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Well, I'm gonna look this up.
yeah, look it up.
Is it like a single ski? So it's like,
Yeah. There's
What's
one
it
that's
called?
like
Like
a
adaptive ski?
Yeah, to say sit ski.
Sit ski.
And so there's this movie. This guy like does double flips on him. So
Oh.
there's this one guy. His name's Trevor Kennison. He flipped from a rail like
Oh, like this?
yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
kinda
Except the
mad.
ones I think I'll do will have one ski.
that's hectic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. I want to do that so bad.
You could get so silly in that thing.
Yeah, I know. That thing looks. Oh, I was talking to some mates and they're like, I want to try it. I'm like, I don't know why more people don't do it. It looks like so much fun.
Yeah,
Just
it looks
walking down a
sick.
hill in like
Yeah.
this sled thing.
Yeah, it's like a bobsled, but like not.
Yeah,
it's
fully.
like more elite.
Yeah.
Imagine having a hugie in that though. It'd
Yeah, I
be
know.
insane.
No, well, you'll unclip, so you'll just be. I've heard if you fall out, you just slide.
In like a bucket.
Yeah, you're just like sliding. So I've heard it's like. That's what I thought. I was like, you're dead if you come out going like 50 k's an hour down a hill on that thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently it's just you'll just unclip from the ski and then you're just sliding on your side.
Oh.
Gnarly.
That
I'll,
sounds
I'll
good.
definitely find a way to hurt myself.
Oh, that's good. How is the whole Get Silly going?
Oh, it was going really well, but then I just ran out of time with school and
Yeah.
physio. But my whole goal next year is to do the ride and get that going big again.
So
Yes.
what exactly is Get Silly?
Well, yeah, it was like what I said before about how it started, but then
Yeah.
I was like, it was probably Feb or January or Feb, and I was like, I want to like start making. Everyone was saying you got to make shirts and stickers.
Yeah.
So like, I start
I
making.
think I
shirts.
have one. I should have worn it. I actually think I have a Get Silly shirt.
Yeah, fuck yeah. And then I was just like, yeah, I want to start making like a clothing brand. And then we donate all the profit to spinal cord injury,
damn, yeah.
like research.
Yeah.
So we donate all the profit, and then next year I want to like for the ride, I want to like do the whole thing around Get Silly and raise all the money
Yeah.
on the ride for
that's quality.
spinal cord
Yeah.
research.
Is there any stock available?
Yeah, there is. So
Plug
it's
it.
all on the Instagram. Get Silly Co. Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Thank
Get
you,
onto
bro.
it.
Or it's just in my bio as well.
Yeah.
But yeah. So there's all stock. Like everything's in stock because we do it away. Because we're not taking any of the profit. Like earning a huge profit margin wasn't.
A thing.
Yeah, because like we're at the start we were printing them all ourselves, local printer, and then packaging them and shipping them and doing pickup.
Yeah.
It just took so much time.
Yeah.
So now we're doing it. So it's called printing on demand. So it just the factory has the shirts, prints them, ships them straight to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
if
so you don't
order
even
it-
see them. That's
Yeah, we don't
out.
even see. Like we have all the stock here if you want to see them, but
Well, you can plug them if you want. You can
yeah,
get them later.
yeah, well they're all
at
on the
end or
website.
something.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, now there's hoodies and because it's so much easier that way. Like we can just choose like this. I think we got like 20 different products like hoodies, crew necks, t-shirts,
Damn.
shirts. Yeah, so like it's such a sick system to do it. So yeah, we just get the hoodies and then we design how we want the hoodie to look and then they just do it all for us.
Yeah.
And like obviously it's less profit, but it's still enough profit to go towards spinal cord research.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's good.
So everyone get silly.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Get some stuff.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's mad. Well, that's a good way to.
Wait, I want to ask one more thing. Did you said you mentioned about going to the Paralympics?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want to talk about that.
Yeah, I really want to do that, but I'm still like I don't know what for.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really want to go to the Paralympics, but I haven't decided what for yet.
Yeah.
I'm hoping mountain biking will get into it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like that'll be my best shot, or sit skiing. Once I go sit skiing.
You think you're
Yeah.
in? Yeah,
Yeah.
Winter Olympics.
Yeah, exactly. Sit skiing would be sick because I feel like I'm just so much more passionate about those high risk sports.
Yeah,
Well, it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
more fun.
Yeah.
More
Exactly.
adrenaline.
Like I love the basketball, but I feel like it's nothing that I'd go do every day just by myself and have
Yeah.
fun and go shoot hoops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm more just like I'd rather go ride every day or go up sit skiing every day if I move to Threadbow or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's quality.
For sure.
But yeah, definitely for something. I want to go there for something. To
Yeah, I was like, I feel like you just almost can't not.
exactly.
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you can't not.
Like I was pretty
try.
young when my injury happened. Like it'd be rude to turn that opportunity
Yeah,
down.
and like the
legit.
way you are, like you're like so passionate about mountain bike riding, and you're like so positive about it. It's like
Yeah.
it works perfect, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, it's mad.
Yeah.
Well, we always finish with a closing question. We ask the same question to every guest, and it's what's the biggest lesson you've learned?
Ooh, just to focus on the good things. Like there's going to be so many bad things along the way, but I always try to take my mind away from those bad things and put it towards the good things.
Yeah.
Like anything that's happening, there's all like it's never just going to be a bad thing. Like even if it is only a bad thing, the good thing will be learning from that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
for
yeah.
sure.
That's quality.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Well, thanks for coming on, brother.
Thanks, bro.
You're a
Thanks for having
freaking blessing to the world.
Bro, it was
Thank you
so
for
Yeah,
having me.
bro.
It was such a good chat.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's so good to be on here.
Yeah, that's Fletch, everyone. Get silly.
Get silly.
Get silly.
Go to Get Silly and buy stuff.
That's it.
Awesome.
Thanks
That's
for
it.
watching. Thanks
Ciao,
for,
guys.
Yeah, liking, subscribing, and that.
Sweet.
Or just do what you want.
I appreciate it, man.